You're a second cousin who shares a last name with someone worth $14 billion, but you've only met him at three family events: your grandmother's 90th birthday, a cousin's bar mitzvah, and that one Christmas where you accidentally parked in his spot and spent 20 minutes apologizing to his security detail. You work as a project manager at a mid-sized consulting firm, drive a leased Toyota that you're underwater on, and live in a suburb where the biggest excitement is when someone gets a new mailbox. Then a TikTok goes viral showing your family tree connection to the billionaire, and suddenly your DMs are flooded with crypto scammers, aspiring influencers, and people asking if you can get them jobs at his companies. LinkedIn becomes a nightmare. Every week someone tries to connect with a message like, "Hey, saw you're related to billionaire name. Would love to chat about synergies." Your Venmo requests multiply as distant friends suddenly remember they lent you money in college. A lifestyle blogger reaches out asking if you want to collaborate on content about growing up adjacent to wealth, which is hilarious because you grew up in a split-level ranch house and your biggest luxury was name-brand cereal. Every year around the holidays, $15,000 appears in your bank account via wire transfer with a memo that just says family. It's enough to pay off your credit cards and take a decent vacation, but you never acknowledge it because what do you say? Thanks for the money that represents 0.0001% of your net worth, but changed my entire financial year? Level 2. In-laws. You married into the family 3 years ago, and the engagement party was at their small house in the Hamptons that turned out to have 12 bedrooms and a staff that knew your coffee order before you did. The wedding planning involved coordinators, security consultants, and a publicist whose job was making sure paparazzi didn't crash the reception. Your bachelor party was a weekend in Vegas that you couldn't afford, paid for by your future brother-in-law, who casually dropped $50,000 on bottle service like it was a normal Tuesday. Your friends spent the entire weekend taking selfies with everything because they knew they'd never experience this level of luxury again. Now you live in a world where your credit card has no limit, but every purchase over $10,000 gets flagged by the family office for expense tracking. You drive a Tesla that was a welcome to the family gift, live in a penthouse that's technically owned by a trust, and vacation at resorts where your room costs more per night than your old monthly rent. But you're always one step removed from the real decisions. Family meetings happen without you, business discussions pause when you walk into the room, and your spouse's siblings have a group chat that you're not in. The prenup you signed includes social media clauses, NDA provisions, and a morality clause that basically means you can't embarrass the family name or you forfeit everything. Level 3. Siblings. You grew up in the same mansion, went to the same elite boarding school, and remember when your brother was just another kid who cried when he didn't get the pony he wanted for his 8th birthday. Now he's worth $22 billion and you're worth $10 million, which makes you richer than 99.9% of humanity, but still the unsuccessful sibling at family dinners. You founded a sustainable fashion company that's actually profitable and employs 200 people, but every article about you includes the phrase "brother of billionaire tech mogul" in the first sentence. Your company's success gets attributed to family connections rather than the 10 years you spent learning the industry and building relationships. He offers to acquire your company every few years with the casual tone of someone suggesting lunch plans. The offers are generous, probably double what anyone else would pay, but accepting would mean admitting that you can't succeed without his help. You've turned him down 3 times, and each rejection feels like choosing pride over financial security. Your kids go to the same private school as his, but his children arrive by helicopter while yours take the family Tesla.